Dolginski on the ball again. Plays a great long ball over to Joe Reed, but his touch just goes out. Will now be a blue throw-in. It's going to be taken by Taylor Erickson. Erickson throws that one back. Plays that to his teammate, Avnor Gruel. Now Nickel on the ball. Nickel hits that one far, looks for a winger, but that one will go straight to the Orange member. Good press by Orange. Good individual effort there by Allen Mullins, who plays on Calgary Rangers APDL 09 team. Long throw-in. Blue member is able to hold it up. Tries to switch it through the midfield. Mullins picks up on that one, and that one's blocked. Be an Orange throw-in from their own end on the left side. That one will just go straight back to Blue. Gets held up. Back to Orange. And Blue regains possession. Tries to dribble it through. But Orange suspected the play and picked up on that one. Tries to find central player. And he does. But that one is brilliantly saved by Luka Dolonjiski. Now Blue will have a corner. First corner of the match for them. Right in swinger. Gruel gets a head on it. Hits it to the back. That one gets knocked in and headed out. But great reaction from Blue. Now Reed on the ball. Reed looks for a long ball, which is regained. That was picked up by Blue defender, which is now gained by Haruna Ibrahim, who resets that back. Now Ailgray, who hit that one in. Just took an unlucky touch there that he didn't want, but Reed responds well. Reed tries to hit that one over, but that one just goes out. Reed to take the throw in. Reed finds a man, gets it right back, but that one's blocked. Great press from Blue. And it's one. Now Spada looking for the right option. Finds his left winger. Spada receives it back and will just reset. Swings it around the back. Reed will take his touch, open up his body, and look forward. Looking for a ball over the top, but that one gets headed out. Good touch there by Allen Mullins. He's got some pace and skill. He was definitely a standout in yesterday's competition. And that one will just run out for an Orange throw-in. Good run in there and great cross by Evan Cisria, but that one gets blocked. Now Blue transitions up the field. Hits a diag. Great touch. Great movement from the blue striker. And that one's just gloved up. Just being composed out of the back. Great turn. Looks to play forward. But that one just runs out of play and will be a blue throw-in around the halfway mark. In case you're just tuning in, it is still 0-0 as this game just begun. This is the first match of 4 in the senior group FTF Combine. 4 games yesterday, 4 games today. Lots of time for players to show talent to scouts. And blue gets a throw-in. Orange regains possession. Makes one move, tries to get it down the line, but no one was there. Plays it around. Good switch. And great touch. Brought down by Taylor Erickson. And great through ball. But great defensive work by Noah Spada to make sure that one didn't get in his own goal. Now we'll have a blue corner kick, right in swinger coming. Great service, but no one's back post to put that one in. But they'll continue to chase it down, but ref will call that one out. That'll be a goal kick. Just plays it short to his center back, who has midfield option, Kyran. Plays it over to Reed. Reed opens his body. Looks for his winger, finds him. Found Evan Sisroya on the ball again. Switches it around to Spada. Spada takes his space. Sisora calls for it again. Reed now has it. Reed takes one touch. Looking for some options, but just will reset. And they'll go all the way back. Gets played around to Spada. Spada takes some big touches up the field. Tries to find his left winger and does so. See what he can make out of this. Just gets cut back towards Mullins. But Mullins loses it on that occasion. They get a shot off. But that one is covered up by Logan Nickel. Nickel plays that one quickly out of the back. Looks for a winger option, finds it. Great option in the middle. Looks like they will get there. We'll need an option in the box. But that one's just slightly overhit, and now it will be a foot race to the corner. That one's knocked in. And great header there. But that one just sails over to the bar. Great ball played in by Taylor Erickson. And that one was headed up by Noah Terry, but great opportunity. Reed. Good first touch, opens his body. But that one gets intercepted by Erickson. That's going to get sent around. Good movement by this orange team to make space for themselves, but that one's intercepted. And that one hit the wire, so that will be a throw-in for this blue team. Or orange, pardon me. Good movement to hold it up. That was Jory Mortensen. Or that was Ibrahim, pardon me. It's a first touch, but that goes directly to the other team. Looks for a long ball and makes one move, makes another and gets around and just about buries that one. But great opportunity there. And that one was Noah Terry again. It's a very skillful player up top for this Blue squad. He had a very good day yesterday too. Reed tries to advance up the field. Looks for a ball in the middle, but that gets intercepted. Now on that is Adam Kaber. That one gets broken up, lots of chaos, so they're just going to reset. And that one's intercepted. Looking for some options on the right-hand side. Sets it, but that one gets stopped. And that one will just get scooped up by Nickel. Nickel quickly plays it. Swings it around the back. Turns. But that one gets stopped, and it'll be Blue ball now. Blue's trying to get out of there, looking for the weak side winger. Do find it. Great footwork. And that's by Adam Kaber. He does get around and plays it to his teammate, Kameen Calabella. Both teams are going to make a handful of substitutions. So that usually indicates we're halfway through this first half. Score still remains 0-0, but definitely some prominent chances had. Both goalkeepers have been stunning in net so far, making a few good stops each. Now receiving the ball is Avnor Gruel. Gruel plays it into the middle to Muhammad Ali. Ali sets it back. That's now intercepted by Orange. Look to play it around, looking for options in the middle. And that one's just flicked backwards. That was intercepted by Blue. Just set back again. Now Nickel on the ball. Nickel plays that one to Gruel, which is switched all the way to the right side. Played back. Good midfield movement by Carmen. Carmen switches that all the way over to Edward Ankerman. Ankerman takes his space. Plays it back into the midfield again. Carmen's taking it up. Ankerman back on the ball. Looks for a straight run down the left side. Finds it. But then it's lost. Now attacking the other way is Docho. He was very good yesterday. Docho switches the play over to Mullins. Mullins gives it off. Makes a run to receive the ball. Docho back on the ball. Good communication there. Docho does a switch over to Reed. Reed looking for that back post. Instead plays it to Docho. Docho looking for an option. Just hits it back to his teammate, Spada. Spada gives it to the midfield. Spada back again. Now attacking forward is Ronnie Gibson. Orange really putting that high press up there to get the ball. And referee will call that one, and Orange will have a free kick deep in Blues territory. Taking that kick, it will looks like it will be Yeshurun Docho, who was able to bury a few yesterday. Blues just setting up their wall. Docho winds up, puts both hands up, hits that one in, and that one just stays out of the net, but great play by Orange to generate that free kick there. Now Nickel on the ball. Looks for a central option. Able to find one, that gets intercepted. Good Cruyff turn to get out of that situation. Just played back to the keeper, which is switched over to Spada. Spada makes one move. That's intercepted. That's played forward. Great through ball. But also great defensive work by Reed to stop that one from getting by. Reed makes a run down the line. Tried to play that, but he got tackled there, and ref will blow that one down. Looks Reed will be taking this free kick. He's the one who got fouled. Just looking to play it long. Great service. And that one's just headed into a blue body. Good half turn there. And that was by Kane Smith. Blues just playing it around. Ali gets the ball back. Gets out of that situation with some skill. Good movement, but Reed was able to read that and just hit it back. Good service. Docho on the ball. Docho hits that beautiful diag to the left side, but that one is read by Logan Nickel. Nickel quickly releases that. Great touch by the forward there. Makes one move, makes another. But great save there by Dolginski to grab that one. Telling them to get up and in as he's looking to boot the ball up high. Instead, he just goes short. It's played into the midfield, which is just relayed back and set forward. Reed will touch that one. Give it to Docho. Docho back to Reed. Good pairing there. Reed plays that one, but just a little too much on it. Will now be a goal kick for Logan Nickel. He'll just play a simple pass to Gruel. Gruel. And great dummy by Smith there. So he still tries to get to it. But great slide tackle by Aldre. They'll just look to reset back. That's for Gruel. Gruel switches it into the midfielder for his teammate Carmen. But that one will just go out of play, and it will be an orange throw-in on the far side. Good ball movement by Orange here. So once again, you have Mullins on the ball, who loves to create, looking for the ball again. But his teammates getting pressured. Nicholas Torres didn't have an option to give it back. And now it will be blue ball, a throw-in deep in their zone. Throws that one in to Muhammad Ali. Docho driving. Didn't like what he saw, so he's going to switch it around. Docho again. Trying to get a shot. Does get one off, but Nickel is able to grab that one. Nickel quickly plays it out of the back. Who looks for forward movement, but good defense by Aldre. Good half turn there to get open. Now we go to the left side. Docho again on the ball, looking for an option. Decides to reset and switch it back. Aldre plays it forward, receives it back. Hits a great diag ball, but that's read by a blue defender. Docho again. Looks for Reed out wide. Reed makes one move. Knocks that one in, but there was no one in the box to get onto his ball. And that was a great strike by Nicholas Torres. Went off 2 posts, but somehow that one stayed out. Just resetting it around. Now blue will get their chance. Great speed by this blue striker, but even better save by Jolzinski. Will now be a blue corner kick. Looks like they look to go short. Kane Smith joins him in the corner. But that one's read by Mullins. And that will be your first half of this contest. Be sure to return for the second half in just a few moments. All right, welcome back everyone for our second half just about to begin here. And I will let you know we made some goalkeeper changes for Team Orange. Parker Fairman went in net, and for Blue it's Ty Bryant. And Orange retains possession right away. They're just playing it around. Reed tried to get on that one, but there's a little too much on it. Be a Blue throwing on the far side. Good turn. Good footwork. He's getting two-manned, but is able to get out of that situation. Mortensen on the ball. Mortensen lays it off to the middle. But that one's picked up by Docho, who takes a heavy touch, and that one's just sent back. He opens up. Looks down the left side, looks for the winger, gets to the winger, looks for the back post, but that one is just passed into the goalkeeper's hands. And that was to Fairman. Docho moving all around the field, being active. Reed on the ball. Reed just passes it back. Reed again. Looks for the ball over the top. And they'll just look to reset it. For a run down the side. Good turn in the middle. That was by Daniel Kozik. And we'll just reset back to Fairman. Fairman looks for the long ball over to Nicholas Torres, who had a great day yesterday. We'll do a little 1-2 action. And Blues making their way up the field. But that one's just taken away by Himnat Bao. And it will be out for an Orange throw-in on the far side. Joe Reed to take the throw-in. Throws that one in, looking for an option. That one's intercepted by a Blue player. Good 1-2 to get around, and another looking for a foul, but ref says play on. Will now be a goal kick. Just plays it safely. He looks for a long ball. Docho holds that one up. Plays that one over to the left-hand side to Torres. Torres makes 1-2 moves. Hits that one in. Where that one will ultimately end in an Orange corner kick. First one in this second half. Torres shows short. Hits a beautiful left cross in, and that one's volleyed up and in to Docho's feet again. Docho will get another corner for Orange. Docho looking for that connection with Torres again, as that worked out, but the short option was already taken away by the Blue defender. It's knocked in. Great win there. Good press from Blue. Great press as he's trying to get the first goal in this game. And that press is by Gregory Tucher. Great individual effort for him to keep it in their zone. And it will be an Orange goal kick. Fairman to take it. Just plays it safely to the right side, receives it back, opens up his body, plays the other side, looking for some midfield rotation, finds Torres on the left-hand side. Torres plays a beautiful left foot ball over the top. Great hustle by Ronnie Gibson to get there, but couldn't get there quite in time. Blue will look to play direct, but that one will just go straight out of play. Torres throwing the ball in to Docho. Docho opens up his body. Is two-manned, but just resets to get out of pressure. Great body work there. Noah Spada opens up and just plays it right back. Now Reed on the ball on the far right side. Reed looks for front runner, but can't quite get there. Good interception by Blue. Just trying to play it around the back. Plays it to Mortensen. Mortensen doesn't like what he sees, so he's just going to switch it around. Plays it to his teammate, Eriksson. Eriksson looking to do something. Hits a beautiful ball over the top, but that was way offside. Joe Reed now to take the kick. Plays it to his teammate. Switch it around the back. Hits it all the way over to Torres. Good switch. He's looking for his striker up top, but not enough power on that ball. Good turn there and good cover by Reed, but they're still in battle. Looks for that ball across the box. Gets it, but great recovery from Torres there to prevent a goal. Torres plays it to Docho. Docho gets it to Torres. Good combination there. Switches it through the midfield. Great diag ball. Two men running after it. Successfully does get it. Now they'll need some options in the box, but that one's regained by Blue. And it will be a Blue throw-in on the far end. That one's thrown in. Reed heads that one backwards. Now on the ball is Noah Spada. Spada looks for midfield. Docho opens up his body. Looks for Torres on the left-hand side. Torres. Looks for Docho again. It's a great connection. Docho to Torres. Torres doing a few moves to get out of that situation. And great work to do so. Great footwork there by Daniel Kozik. But that shot gets blocked. And referee calls no foul on that play. Now Reed looking to switch it around. We'll just reset it all the way back. Now Spada takes his space, but great interception there. Blue looks to attack the other side, but that one's gained back by an orange player. They look to reset, swing it around the back. Just going to go all the way back to Bryant. Bryant out of his box. Switches it over to the other side. But that one gets intercepted. Joe Reed read that one. Lots of chaos over on that far right side. Lots of numbers around the ball. They'll have to look to evacuate that space. And now will be an orange throw. Both teams making some substitutions. Getting some fresh legs on there. Score still remains 0-0. Good touch there. To chest that one, but doesn't get past Torres. Torres looks for a teammate. Can't quite get it there. And now attacking the other way is Daniel Frimpong. Torres on the ball. Torres looking for an option out wide. Finds Docho. Docho. Frimpong. Good back press. But Docho still able to retain possession. Still looking for an option. Finds a midfielder, but that one gets intercepted. Now on the ball is Himnit Ball. Good run there by Ibrahim, but that one just runs out. Now Ty Bryant will just pass it over to his center back as he looks for midfield movement, but that one's intercepted. And that one's kicked out of the box. Joe Reed on the ball. Gets grabbed there, but referee doesn't call anything. That one's going to get knocked around. Spada now on the ball. Opens his body, finds a midfielder. Plays Reed on the far right, but that one's stopped by a blue attacker. Now Blue's gonna make their changes for the half. Lots to be made. So they got more numbers than the junior boys group, I believe. But get some fresh legs out there to showcase their talent. Good throw by Reed, but that one gets headed out. And Blue gets possession. Trying to switch the play. They'll just reset it to Bryant. Bryant gets it again. Finds a midfielder as he turns. Goes to Smith. Smith making that overlapping run, but that just dribbles out. Good movement to create that space. Referee doesn't call anything on that play, but he will call that one as Blue will be kicked quick to take that free kick if they can, but referee blows it as the ball was still moving. Looking for that diag. Finds it to his teammate Ethan Freeborn. Freeborn still on it. Finds midfielder Muhammad Ali, which is then regained by Daniel Kozik and hits a beautiful diag. Makes a cut, but that one is read well as Blue now transitions up the field. Hits it to the midfield, looking to switch out the other side. Does so. Now on the ball is Derek Primmett. Primmett passes it off. Muhammad Ali stumbles on that play. Now on the ball is Carmen. Plays it backwards. Good show by Smith. Smith still going. That one gets blocked. That one's set back. Docho has the ball again. Great diag ball to the right side. See if they'll make anything out of this chance. That one is received by Jory Mortensen. Mortensen still has it. Mortensen looking for a cutback. Does so, but that one's just hit wide. Now Blue will have a goal kick. Bryant in net and passes that one. Switches it around the back. Looking for some options. Can't find anything, so it results in loss of possession. Great set, but no one to follow. Again, it's switched out the other side. And Reed makes a move to get around. And that penny was grabbed. Referee certainly saw that one, and it will be an orange free kick. Reed to take it. Just plays that one backwards. Now Fairman getting in on some of the action. Hits a beautiful ball, but that one's stopped. Docho to take the throw in, wasting no time. Referee says play, but will blow that one down due to a handball. Just playing that one backwards is Carmen. Plays it over to his teammate who crosses that one, but that one gets blocked. That was a creative touch, and that one's just booted straight out. Now taking the throw is Sebastian Pigneedle. Hits it to Docho. Docho will just hit it back to his teammate, Spada. Spada hits it around the back to Fairman. Fairman switches it out the other side. Complete switch over to Reed. Reed finds a winger. Finds Mortensen. Now down the line is Torres, but that one just goes out. Yeah, Blue throwing on the far side. Good turn. Very creative. Now Blue will need numbers in the box. Do they have it? Muhammad Ali's getting there, but not quite. Good touch by Ali there. And great hustle. But that one's blocked by Spada. Great block. Now Docho. But that one's just going to go out. Sorry. Yeah. Good interception by Torres there. So they're looking to switch it around. Torres back on the ball. Plays it right back. Good composure by Orange here, not forcing anything. Looking for that full switch, which is surely to impress scouts. Good hold up by the striker, but that one's intercepted. Muhammad Ali, good touch. And that one's beautiful run made in behind by Kane Smith for a back post run, but no one is there to arrive. Good touch there by Ethan Freeborn, but referee called that one out. Orange just passing it around the back. Spada looking for an option in midfield. Finds one. Looking to switch it the other way. Now Mortensen on the far right. There's an overlapping run by Reed, but Mortensen still has it. Tries to switch it, but that's intercepted. Muhammad Ali plays it back. Now Torres takes a shot. That one's blocked. Now Kane Smith with a burst of speed down the left-hand side. And referee will let that one go. Now switching it around the back. Spada plays it off. Spada receives it again. Switches it around. Looks for Reed. Reed opens his body. Plays Mortensen. Mortensen shows in and is looking for an option. Gets it through, but ends up being a blue ball. Good hustle by Mortensen to get it back. And now Bryant will have some action in the play. Blues looking to get up the field, and anyone's trying to get on the score sheet here as it is still 0-0. And it looks like a few substitutions will be made. Good throw in there. And it will be now an orange throw in. This will be taken by Sebastian Pignadel. Plays it in to his midfielder, Kai Ren, which plays it through. Onto that. Torres plays it out to Docho. Docho makes 1-2 moves. Plays it right back to his defender. Great ball in. But Ty Bryant makes no mistake and comes out of his crease to claim that one. Bryant just passes that one out. Great diag hit. Good hold up there by Noah Terry. But he had no options after that. Another substitution being made. There's not much time remaining in this first match. Certainly a very high standard set as being the first match of 4. Good movement. Plays it to Muhammad Ali. Tries to take a shot, but that one's blocked. Docho gets a shot. A touch, my bad. And that one's intercepted. That was a late tackle that the referee is not letting go. So he's gonna... Blue's gonna get a free kick just over the halfway mark. Waiting for the ball to come back to its original spot where the foul was committed. And hitting the ball in is Giovanni Secreto. He's looking for a slashing run. Great ball in, but no one quite followed up on it. Good turn. Tries to get one out. Torres tried to help out there, but didn't quite work. Bryant on the ball. And there you have it. That's the opening match of 4. Be sure to tune in for the next match in just a few moments. All right, it's now time for our second game of 4 to kick off. Playing on Team 5 is blue on the field and Team 7 is orange. And in net is Alexander Fedor for blue and Cole Joslin for orange. Orange starts with possession fairly quickly here. Good deep throw. Nice speed out on the right side. Continues to go. Just needs a back post option is there, but that one just goes out for the first corner of the game, and that will be for blue. This one's gonna be swung in. Good movement off the byline. Pardon me. And that one remains out. Now on the ball is Aaron Wong. Plays it out to Parker Klein. Klein gives it back to his teammate, Tudor Stosia. And now Orange will try to quickly counter up the field, catch them off guard. Does so, plays it. And a foul will be called on that one. So it will be a blue free kick from deep in their zone. And Fedor will just play that to his center back. Plays it out wide. To Parker Klein. Barry looking for an option. Just gives it right back to Klein. Klein to Barry. Barry looks for a long option. But that one's stopped. That one's knocked around. Great pressure, though. Will this be the first? Maybe I spoke too soon. I was going to say, is this the first goal of the match? But that one is saved. Great save there by Logan Nickel. Or, pardon me, Cole Joslin. Blue tries to get out of pressure. So right back to Orange. Orange tries to switch it around. That was... We'll now have a throw-in on the other side. Good movement by Van Galen. He was a standout yesterday. Van Galen gets back on the ball, tries to play it wide. Will be a throw-in on the far side again. Hits a target who's making a run. Now looking for a slashing run to cut it back, but he'll just let it go out for a corner. And Orange will have a corner on the left side. Sends that one in, headed up, but that one will be cleared. Still on the ball. But that one's saved. And that was by Joslin. He's made a few very good saves early on in this match. Boots that one up and in. That one just about gets intercepted. Great high press there. That one was pressed by Lorik Marina, who had a few goals scored in yesterday's contest. And that one just has a little too much steam and goes out to the wide right. It'll now be a blue throw in near half. He's able to find a teammate. Finds Aaron Wong. Wong gives it right back. Wong's trying to recover. Does. Looking for an option. Finds it out wide. Very tricky play. Wong's still on the ball, and that one gets booted out. Blue throw in. Good throw, and just sets that back. Looking for inside option. Finds it. It's just going to fully reset. Good tricky play to get out of that situation. He's going to take his space. Looking for the weak side run. Saw the vision, just not quite enough power on that ball. That was a great ball by Marco Sanchez. Now Blue will have a free kick in their zone. Just looking for some options, either midfield rotation or moving off the front. Doesn't find any. Van Galen passes that one out. Finds his striker. Good show, but that one's intercepted. Great intensity to start this second game off, as both teams definitely want to impress out there. And that one's played all the way to the other side, but that will just go out for an orange throw-in. That's one's thrown in. And that one will go out. Another blue throw-in. That one was taken by Parker Klein. Now on the ball is Barry. Barry tries to hit the diag, and that will be a handball. So it will be a blue free kick, which is getting close to goal territory. Great kick, looking for a back post, gets a header on that, but that one will be cleared. Now it's a foot race, who's going to get first. Great step over there by Lincoln Amestica, pardon me. And that one's intercepted. Good footwork from everyone on the field, as either it's through balls or 1-2 passes, and it's very nice to watch. Now you'll have an orange throw-in near the halfway line. That just gets thrown backwards. Gonna try Van Galen. Tries 1-2 moves. Does get around, still going. Great effort by him, and he gets a free kick out of it as he got tripped up on that play. Van Galen still in the ball, just resets it. Looking for a central option, finds it, but a blue defender steps on that one. Recede back. Now going down left-hand side. And that one's moved through the blue midfield. Moving it around the back. Looking for that diag. Now on the ball is Klein. Klein takes a good touch. Needs some help though. He gets double teamed. But thankfully that one's just far out of Orange's reach and goes out for a throw-in. That one's still kept in. Great shot there. And just about got on the end of that one. And that was Lincoln Amestica, who I mentioned earlier had another good chance. So you only know that if he's already had 2 good chances, definitely the third one is likely coming and will end in good hopes for him, hopefully. This is just getting swung around. Weak side. Orange defender will just pick that one up. That one's regained by orange midfielder Van Galen, looking for a different option. Good half turn. Looking, but that one is coughed up, and Blue's trying to transition up the field. Great teamwork there as Lewis lays that one off for his teammate. That gets transferred around the box. Trying to move it around still. Lewis sets it off. Klein on the ball. Klein again. Trying to make a turn. Makes a tricky turn to get around the defender. Gets a left foot cross in, but no one's there to get on the end of that one. Klein. Good effort to get back. As that one gets switched across the pitch. Good touch by Van Galen to bring that one down. So that one's hit over the top. And now a foot race to the left corner flag. And it looks like it will just be a Blue goal kick. Now taking the goal kick is Alexander Feder. Finds a midfielder who turns. Finds forward up top, which in that case was Cason Lewis. And here Orange goes up again. Hits it in the middle, but great defensive work. And that one's just somehow kept out, but Orange still has possession of the ball. And that one's just hit wide of the net, but great build-up by Orange there as that just about resulted in the first goal of this match. Now, Feder taking a goal kick. Looks like he wants them up and in as he's looking to go long. Certainly is. Hits his intended target, which in that case was Marina. Good touch there. Nice skill work. And great defensive work there by Juni Olanjun. One's hit in. Blue intercepts it. Now they transfer up the field. That's Stoika. Van Galen receives that one. Retains the ball. That one's passed around the back. Our goalkeeper comes far out of his box. Looks like he's playing like a setter back, but it looks like he just wants to get involved. Van Galen looks to turn out of that situation. Very close to getting intercepted, but good step. Van Galen shows off the front. Nice give and go down the left-hand side there. And once again, they still progress down the left-hand side. A referee calls for all the substitutes to make their changes, implying that we are around halfway through this first half. Score still remains 0-0, but we've had some very close chances, especially by this Orange team. They've been literally on the goal line with the ball, but somehow it stayed out. Now be a throw-in on the left-hand side for Orange. Nice throw. Found the intended target. Looking to cut it back. Doesn't. Shot gets blocked. Another block, and that one's cleared. Now on the ball is Leo Preza, who tries to hit it to his striker. But Preza still has it. Good work. Tried to hit it to Braden Plandon as they were trying to work off one another. And that one just gets put over the bar. That was by Joey Ferguson. Now we'll have a goal kick for Alexander Feder. Feder, great distribution, good range. That one gets headed out by orange individual. Now they're looking to transition forward quickly, but blue is quick to step on that. Just hear the boys yelling, keep it. I think on both sides, that's what both need to do right now. Just calm down and not force anything. Good play to get out the left side there. You'll just need some runners in the box. A nice 1-2. That's Hader de Vasconcelos down in the corner there. But that will result in a blue throw-in. It's just thrown backwards, then booted up the field. Will result now in a orange throw-in. Nice long throw. And stumbles on that one. Now Klein heading up the field. Looks for a left winger. But no one's there. Good half turn by Braden Plandon. But that one's played back. Now going out the left-hand side. Trying to find that ball forward. It does, and it's a foot race. Joey Ferguson trying to get to that. Great individual effort, but it will be a blue goal kick. And that one gets played quickly. Orange will have to readjust their shape and shift over. Klein on the ball now. Klein continues to go forward. Plays in the middle, but good back press there. And that was by Jonah. Klein has it again. And he's going to get the goalkeeper involved. Feder looks to switch it out the other way. Doesn't see an option. Looks to reset back to Feder. Klein's calling for it on the far side. Gonna open his body. Does find Klein. Klein takes his touch inside and backwards. Finds an option in the middle. Lays it off. But that one is stopped by Leo Preza. Now taking the throw in is Klein. Klein finds a target. Target moves out of that situation. Good touch to get out of there. But runs into some pressure. Now Orange intercepts it. Looking for that diag. On the ball is Plandon. Preza lays it back. Good first touch. Great slide tackle. Blue looks to open up. Getting Klein on the ball again. They like to get him in lots of action and attack down this left-hand side. Klein takes his touch in. Still has it. That one does just stay in. And great save there by Cole Joslin. Believe that would be his first action of the half, as lots of it has been in Blues territory. Orange is looking to switch it out, find a weak side option, but Klein steps in there. Good 1-2. Great footwork there. That's by... Wow. 1-2 moves and results in a goal. Noah Glickman from Pacific FC has some great footwork to get around a few defenders to make this game 1-0. I remember saying Glickman a few times yesterday. He, I believe, scored a goal or two. Klein trying to progress up the field. And that one will go out for a throw-in. Preza looking for an option. Just looks inside to the midfield. Nice safe option. Klein, great recovery and good physicality. And that will just be a throw-in for Blue. Klein to throw it in. That one's headed up. Preza on the ball. Gains possession. Good movement. That one's just played backwards. And around. And back to get the goalkeeper involved. Now turning is Luke Harris, who plays on Okanagan United FC. Klein back on the ball. Who just resets it back. Didn't like the options he had in front of him. And Orange regains possession. Great through ball there. See if anyone can get on the end of it. And it is. Vasconcelos doesn't give up there and keeps going. And that one's hit in, but blocked by a Blue defender. It's again playing a very high line as Joslin's coming far out of his box. Now he'll have to drop back. Good ball in. Blues trying to get a goal in before half to tie this game up, as there won't be too much time remaining. But Alexander Fader pounces on that one and picks that up. Just rolls that one over. Good show. Sets it right back, but Orange steals it. And that one's blocked. We'll just rotate it around the back. Just boots that one out. Good show from the striker, who needs options. Hits that one out to Klein. But Preza is good to step on that one. And it will be a free kick for Orange as well. Now Orange free kick. Looks like he might just reset it back, and that's what he does. Gains it again. On the ball now is Luke Harris. Harris switches it over to his center back partner, who knocks it into the midfield to Jonah. Blues trying to get out of that chaotic sector over there. Klein's asking for the ball as he's wide open. Eventually gets it here. Finds a midfielder. And looks for it again as he's has that attacking mindset as a fullback. It's going to be played around again. Good turn. Tries to get around, and that will result in a Blue corner kick. Probably wasn't the service he wanted. But that being said, that wraps up the first half. And Blue leads this half of a score of 1-0. Or Orange, pardon me, leads this half as a score of 1-0. All right, welcome back for our second half action here. And we do have change in goalkeepers for both teams. In Blue, we have Luca Dolinsky. And in orange, we have Logan Nickel. And orange will start with possession on this half, as blue started the game. They'll play it around the back. Good movement. Van Galen hits it to his midfielder. Lots of pressure is put on La Rochelle's back, but that just gets played back. Switched across the crease. Good movement to show off the front. As Van Galen says to get on, I'll hit it over, and he does hit a beautiful ball. But unfortunately, that one ends in a swing and miss for Braden Pladen there, who plays on Calgary West. Blue will try to transition up the field, being patient. If you're just tuning in, orange scored 1 goal in the first half, so the score is 1-0. Looking to get out of the back, find the right option, not force anything. Receives it back. Hits it around. Finds a midfielder who opens up, hits the weak side. Keeps going forward. Great touch. But that one's booted out. Retained by blue again. It's knocked around. Keeps that one in. Good movement. Van Galen does a good recovery on that play. And it will be an orange throw-in. Van Galen takes the throw, or he will leave it for his teammate. And that one will just go directly out, and now it will be a blue throw-in. And that one's thrown in, finds a target. That one's headed up 1-2 times, but that's eventually kicked out. Good save by goalkeeper there as Nickel came off his line to claim that one. And he boots that one high up the field. That one gets headed up and then shouldered back. That's all the way back to Dolinsky. Dolinsky plays it to his midfielder, holding mid. Looks to transition forward. Blue's trying to get out. Good 1-2 passing. But that one gets intercepted by Van Galen. Van Galen transitions forward, takes the shot, and that one just goes right over. But great opportunity by Van Galen as he tried to chip the keeper. Good movement. It'll be orange possession now. Plays it around the mid. Good movement by midfielder Ryan Wheatlich. And that one just sails over the bar, but what a great chance by Vasconcelos. As I mentioned in the first half, he had a few good opportunities. And here again, he's a threatening forward for this orange squad. He will be taking the corner as well in this far left corner. Whips that one in with his right. There is no one to get on the end of it, so it will just be a goal kick. This will be taken by Dolinsky. Just waiting for the ball to get back to him. Dolinsky just plays it to his center back. who switches it to the other side to his CB partner. He's looking for some runs in behind. Instead, he'll just reset to Dolinsky. Dolinsky will give it right back. And good half turn. But that one's intercepted. But great step there. Van Galen on the ball now. Switches the play. His teammate makes a run in. That was Ryan Wiedlich. Wiedlich, prize pressure there. Ball's going to get shifted around the back. It does, goes all the way to the other side. Looking for that diag ball. Good touch. Gets played to the center. And Lewis comes off of that. Sets it off to the other side. And makes one cut. Wow. And makes no mistake on that one. As you heard that, as that hit the very back post. That was a very impressive shot. It all started from Lewis press. And that ties. Yeah, that ties this game up 1-1. And that one was scored by Luca Marina. I have him and Lewis on my sheet from yesterday, and I remember them. They were both two very prominent players for this blue squad up top. Orange tries to get possession. They will get a foul on that one. Orange free kick from the red line there. Van Galen to take it. Just sets it right back. Looking for some midfield movement. Van Galen again. Switches it around the back. Looks for some movement. Heavy touch. Does come back though. Looks around. Gets a touch. Still with the ball. Look to continue attacking that side, or they might switch it out the other way. Looks like they are. They find the holding mid who loses it. But great pressure by this blue squad and a little too much on that ball, and that one will stay in play. It looked like it was going out of play. Now on the ball is Logan Nickel. Plays it over to the right side. Shows off the ball. Is played in. Good throw in there. Trying to get some options. Finds the weak side. Just hits it back. Plays that one all the way. Passing that one off. Into the middle. Tried the no-look pass. Saw the vision. Good composure by Dolinsky. And they'll just play that right back to him, as that's Feta. Once again, Dolinsky on the ball. Plays Feta. Feta opens up his body. Looks for some movement. But that one's given away. Van Galen. But that one's turned over in the middle of the pitch. That will just be reset to Dolinsky. Dolinsky plays it to his left center back. Looks to play it down the line. Does so. Needs some options up high. Finds one. But Van Galen interrupts that one. Van Galen looks for the ball over the top. But great header out. Great touch there by Grayson Van Tassel, and he still has it. Still hustling to get that ball back. And Kaysen Lewis on it, who dishes it off. It just about resulted in the goal as that dynamic duo of Marina and Lewis just about resulted in another goal. Will be a orange ball. They just play it backwards. Great distribution, but that one's headed up. Just set back. Great ball movement here by this blue team. Looks for another run, but orange defender reads that one. And that was read by Henrik Maurer. Will be a blue throw in deep in orange's end. Great territory for them to generate a goal. And they do get around, get that left cross in, goes back post, but orange gets to its first. Now they're going to play it up the field. Good turn. Nice battle in the mid there. But they're just going to hit it all the way back to Dolinsky as he'll hit it long. Great diagonal ball. Great touch as he finds his teammate Van Tassel, but loses it on that chance. Just going to play it to his center back. Look for some movement. That one just gets tossed around the back again. Through the mid. Switches it to get the goalie involved. Logan Nickel. Nickel gives a lovely pass. Sees the midfielder. And that one is a foot race. And Dolinsky's just calm on that play and is able to find his center back. Blue's just looking to play one over the top. Does find an option. Now Lewis pressuring, but doesn't quite get to it. Nickel rolls that one over. Plays the right back. Gets it right back. Nickel. Looking for some options. That one's intercepted. Great touch. And great shot. And once again, that was by Lorik Marina, who's been on fire this second half, who's had several chances and already has put in the tying goal. If you're just tuning in, this game is 1-1. Orange generated a goal in the first half, and so far, blue is the only one to generate a goal in the second half. Good distribution there. But no one is back post. That one just goes out. Now blue's going to make a handful of substitutions to get some fresh legs out there. It's a very tight game to watch as it is tied 1-1, and surely one team wants to bury another to make it 2-1. That one's just played safely. Nice long ball. Good hold up by the striker, which is then transferred over to Amestica. Amestica lays it back. Good step. Blue retains possession. switches it to the left side of the field. But great back press there by Joey Ferguson. And that one's to Amestica. Amestica looks for his teammate. But that one is high pressed by Mason Roy. Good pressure up in the midfield. Lots of action going on there. Amestica keeps that one in. Hits a midfield. Amestica again, looking to get a cross in. Does. Top of the box. But it's just a Blue who picks it up. Trying to turn. They do. Looking for a wide channel run. But that one gets intercepted and fought back by Daniel Tishwika. Good turn there by Noah Glickman, who does have the goal for this Orange squad. That one's hit backwards. That one's just skied over the net. But great chance there. And that one was just hit over by Amestica, who's had a few good chances in this match. Blue continues to dribble up the field, find an option. And that's intercepted by Maher, who's been great on the defensive line today, barely letting anything by him. And that one gets booted over a few heads and set back and looking to switch the pitch. Orange gains possession. Few boys are yelling to switch it. I would have to agree with them, as it's very chaotic over on that right side, and the left has next to nothing for bodies. Orange does switch it. Glickman plays a through ball to Amestica, but he can't quite keep that one in, so it will be a goal kick for Dolinsky. Dolinsky, looking at his options, just plays his left center back. Great turn. Finds his winger. Daniel's driving in. And that one's saved by Logan Nickel. What a great save. It'll be a blue corner now. This corner is taken by Daniel Tishwaka. Hits that one in. And that one's knocked in by left back Parker Klein, who plays on BTB SC. Meska's saying to turn as he's open, just sets that one back. Good communication from these boys. You constantly hear man on, turn, switch. Those are definitely some of the most 3 helpful cues in the game of football. And Klein will just reset that one back to Dolinsky. That one goes back to Dolinsky. Dolinsky clears that one out of pressure. And Orange regains possession. Now blue ball again. Blue just has to watch their line for offside. But great speed. And that one is just deflected wide. And that will be a blue corner. But great defensive effort there. by number 20, Dominic Yalonitsky, who plays on Sask Male XL team. Now a blue corner kick. That one's whipped in. Orange gets it to it first. Looking for options to lay it off, find someone. Looks for that full switch to Klein. Klein takes his space, but loses it on that chance. Good half turn. Finds Glickman. Glickman runs forward. He is getting pulled, but referee doesn't call anything. Now chasing after the ball is Nathan Trey-Carton, but couldn't quite get to it, and it will be Luka Dolinsky's goal kick. Just passes that one to his right center back, who takes his space. Great dummy, but it resulted in a turnover to Orange. Another giveaway. Great switch. Now got a transition down in Orange's end. But great defensive effort there by Luke Harris to stop that one. Now their Orange attack here looks promising. And he does get around. Is he going to cut it back to a teammate? He does, but Dolinsky makes a big save on that one and isn't letting anything by him there. Look forward. Blues trying to generate some attack as Orange has looked very threatening. That one just gets booted up and in. Good pressure there by Glickman. And that will be a foul, and it will be blue ball. Klein to take it. That one gets switched across the pitch. Loss of possession there for both teams. Now it's regained by some Orange bodies. As Blue looks to transfer it around the field. Beautiful ball over the top. And good save by by Nickel to come out there and come outside his box. Klein stops that play. Klein, a nice turn, just resets it. Looks to switch it around the field. Gets it eventually to the left winger, switching it all the way back. Good ball movement here by this Blue squad. But now that one will go out for an Orange throw-in. Good touch, great turn. One move, two. Ends in a foot race here. Lots of jersey grabbing that the ref says play on, but great hustle. Daniel Tishwaka put in lots of work down that right wing there to get the ball. And that one will just go out and it'll be a Orange throw and deep in their end. And that will be your game as that one ended 1-1. That was full of many opportunities. And as I mentioned, Blue was able to score in the first half and Orange came back and buried one in the second. But stay tuned for our third game of fourth just coming up right around the corner. Welcome to our third match of the day. One more match to go after this, and kickoff just begun. In this one, we have Team 5 in blue and Team 8 in orange, with your blue starting keeper being Parker Fairman and orange Ty Bryant. Blue looks to keep possession and play it around the back. A nice switch of play there. This blue team is playing a back-to-back game, so a little fatigue might kick in, but as I mentioned, there's usually a handful of substitutes they make around halfway through each half. Great hustle down by the right side there, but that one stays out. That one was hit in by Connor Marriott, who was very speedy. That one switched over to the left side to Kane Smith. Kane Smith hits the diag to his teammate, but nothing's getting past that defender, and that was Klein who recovered on that one. Parker Klein on BTB SC. Blue looks to attack down the right. Switches it around. That was Marriott. Now orange has possession. Moving it around the back. Hits it into the midfield, which is switched out by Carmine Colabella. Hits it to the left side. Good success coming from this string of play. Kane Smith still going. That one's intercepted by blue, which in this case is Mason Feta. Feta needs some help. Gets some help from Klein. Klein opens up his hips and looks for the right diagonal ball, but that one just didn't have enough on it. Orange looks to attack. Gonna switch it out to the left-hand side. Good pressure. And that one is saved. Great save there by Parker Fairman. And he's going to quickly release that to get some attack going. Klein hits that back. Midfielder shows in. Good show from Aaron Wong. Jin transferred all the way to the other side. Wong looking for the ball again. Hits Klein on the left side. Klein hits that ball down the left line. And that one is just going to be booted out. Will be a throw-in for blue now. This will be taken by Parker Klein. Klein hits Lewis. But then that's regained by orange. They just set it back. Good show by Smith. And good cover there. And they'll have to release. Good decision by the goalkeeper as they need to get it out of there if they can. And Klein just kicks it out. But that's not the worst decision as he was getting pressured by two other orange shirts. Good set. Nice turn. That was Megas Collin. Plays it all the way back to Ty Bryant. Bryant switches it to the left side. Still looking for the right time to attack. Looks to transition out the right. Does. Finds his teammate. Derek Primmett. That one's hit out to Primmett again. That one does just sneak out, though, so it will be a blue throw-in. Good throw there. Nice body movement. And that will be a free kick for Blue halfway in their end. Just set that one back for Junie Alotunj. Alotunj on the ball. Just resets it back. Doesn't like the options in front of him. Does have space to take, but he definitely has trust in his goalkeeper. Good switch throughout the mid. That was to Aaron Wong. Once again, playing out through the midfield. And that's going to be knocked over top to Klein. Klein still going. And that one's just saved. What a great save by Ty Bryant there. Klein definitely thought that one was going in, but great individual effort from him as he does play fullback, but definitely a very attacking-minded fullback. That's just going to be reset to Bryant. Takes his space. Is Giovanni Secreto. Secreto still on it. Looks for his teammate, Derek Primmett. But that one gets shut down. Primmett to throw it in again. Does so. Good turn. Still orange possession. Looking for a shot. Can't quite find the right one. They do, but that one is saved by Parker Fairman. Blues going to try this attack down the left side again. Has been working for them. They did just about generate a scoring opportunity. Klein doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to restart. Switching it around the back. Heavy touch there as Orange regains possession. And great footwork by the fullback. Great step. Little Maradona there to get out of that situation. And Blues just playing composed. As that was Mason Roy who calmed that one down. They look long, but good header there. And that was by Primmett. Klein continues to take his space, make a move. Doesn't like what he sees, just restarts. Look to take his space. Does. Finds a midfielder. Finds Lorik Marina, who had a great game last game as well as yesterday. He's been performing very well in this combine. And that will be for a goal kick, but great battle there in that right corner. Bryant. Just going to play that one short. Over to Secreto. Secreto will give it right back to Bryant. Bryant switches it out the other way. Nice showing from the midfield by Smith. Smith looks for that diag. But Klein is able to cut that one off. That one's hit back to the goaltender, who hits it out quickly. Great 1-2 touch to get out of that situation. But great back press there. Klein trying to go forward. Does find the ball. Finds his teammate, Lorik Marina, who tries to get a shot off there, but it was blocked. Went through a few bodies. Now they're going to Turn. Hits Primit on the side. Looking for an option. Finds a midfielder. Finds Gregory Tutcher in the midfield. Looks down the line to Smith. Smith still has it, trying to generate something. Finds striker. Meg still pressuring, but that one is booted out. Great pressure there by the orange winger, who is Ethan Freeborn there, but it will be a blue goal kick, and just kicks that to the far right. Good back press there by Kane Smith, which gets played around the back. Back to Secreto. Secreto looking for his options, being patient. Finds the midfield. Smith shows in. Good movement from him. Looks for that central pass. That gets laid back. He's going to look for a shot. Makes one move. Sets it back for his teammate, which was Jackson Somerville. Pardon me. His teammate there was Mangus Cullen. I was viewing another number 214, but that was Cullen there on that play. And that one was played short and quickly to catch Blue off guard. Smith hits that one in and just about chips the keeper, but that one remains out of the net. It'll now be Furman's pass out to his center back, who takes space, picks out Klein. Klein takes his touch forward, doesn't like what he sees. Tries to switch it, but ends in a giveaway. Good transition here by Orange. Even better defensive play. And that one will just be kicked out for Orange throw-in. Lots of chaos here in the right corner. So that one's just crossed in. And Fairman makes no mistake by grabbing that one. That one's just rolled to the side. Played around the back. Trying to make an overload here on the left side, which is what they do. Plays it to his teammate, Marina. Marina just waiting on his press, as likely has a strategy in mind. Orange retains possession and passes it around the back. Good vision, seeing that long ball. Will need a run down the line, and that one's blocked yet again. Great chance. And that one is another block, just headed out. That was very impressive, but score still remains 0-0. And it will be a corner here on the right-hand side. Looks like they might set up for a short corner, but Blue did read that play. That one's hit in, but cleared out. That was Lewis, dishes that one off. So they look to play backwards. Good half turn. Looks out the other side. Nice return in the middle. Lewis again. Tries to find his midfielder, but that one's intercepted. They look for that long ball. Over to Smith, but that one's intercepted. Good movement there by Connor Marriott, as he's a little tricky player out there. This one gets knocked around. playing 1-2 touch. Nice to see. Klein's asking for the ball here on the far side as no one is currently marking him. Opens his body up. Judy hits it over the top, but that's intercepted. Retained by Blue. And Marriott tries to hit a through ball. Does. And it gets to Marina. Marina crosses that one back. And that will be a goal. And that will be Kaysen Lewis who scores that one. But great effort by Lorik Marina there to get that ball in. And I can't say it enough, that dynamic duo again. Last game, they worked together, found goals. And even yesterday, those two names pop in my head. And they work well off one another. But that makes this game 1-0 here for the blue team. Both teams made some changes. We're around halfway through this first half. Just plays that one backwards. Secreto plays it around. Muhammad Ali looking open in the mid, ready to receive the ball. Good movement. So that one's knocked around that side. Nice turn, but that one just goes out, and we'll have a throw-in on the left side near the center circle. Throws that one backwards. Opens up his hips. Finds his teammate on the side here. And that was Jacob Hinmarsh, but that one did just go out. Now on the ball is Liam Swearick. And Muhammad Ali tries to get a touch there. And that will now be an orange ball. Throwing that in is Hinmarsh. And once again, Hinmarsh will get another opportunity to throw it in. Who plays for Calgary Blizzard Soccer Club. Hinmarsh. Good vision to find open midfielder Carmine Colabella. Good play there. But that one's just intercepted. Blue looking to play out. Finds Liam again. They try to play out that right side. It's going to get switched around. Good show. Nice two-touch play, as not many individuals are taking many more touches than that. Finds the weak side. Opens. Looks for a run in behind. Instead goes into the mid. Great ball forward, but that one is red. And that one will go out for orange throw. We now have Jacob Hinmarsh throwing that one in. Running to it is Noah Terry. Terry gets to it first. Looks for option across the box. Great cutback, but no one was there to get onto it. Terry has tons of speed on there. Muhammad Ali, one move. Wins it back. Backflicks it, but loses possession. That one gets booted up. Headed out, but blue body's still around it. And that one will get blocked out for a blue corner kick. This game is still just 1-0 from your lone goal scorer so far, which is Kaysen Lewis, who plays as a striker for Kelowna Youth Soccer Association. And that one's whipped in and headed up and over. Will now be a goal kick here for Ty Bryant, who's been very good in net today. Bryant just plays it simple. That one gets booted across his crease. Looks to open. Gets Bryant involved again. That one's hit over the top. Great ball through, but that one is red. Blue still in possession. Now that will be Blue throwing on the right side. Great throw in there. Bryant with the ball. Just passes it to his center back. Finds Muhammad Ali. Ali hits it out wide. Looks to switch it. Good show in the middle. But that one's going to be called by the ref as it will be a orange free kick. Patient to take their space. That will be a Blue throw-in. Lots of back and forth action here in this first half. That one gets played around. But gets intercepted. Some runners for Orange getting up there, but they don't want to be offside. Gets played around the back. Now, that one gets played through. Great run. And great finish. That one's by catchy side Afuba. But great through ball there from Hinmarsh, who plays on Blizzards, to Afuba. And there you have it. This game is tied up 1-1 before halftime. Just a few minutes remaining in this first half. His halves are only 25 minutes long. That one gets sent to the other side. Way to keep that one in. Transferred around the back. That one's hit nicely over the top. He calls for it again. Great communication. And that will be offside. Now be an Orange free kick about halfway in their half. Just switches that one. Looks to still play that around. Bryant on the ball. Bryant just plays short. Taking their space. Looks for that run out wide. But Fairman will call that one off. Fairman picks that up. Does a nice throw over to Liam Skizwerick. And great hustle there by Hinmarsh to prevent that one from going past him. Good back pressure by Muhammad Ali. So that one moves out the other side. Passing the ball back there. Orange looks to penetrate out the other side. Looking for runners down the left hand. Does work out as that dummy was very clever and intelligent. But that then gets further intercepted. Ref is checking his whistle. Or pardon me, checking his watch, and likely about to blow the whistle for halftime. Good switch of play. And there you have it. That's halftime. We're going to go into the second half with a tie game here of 1-1. Be back shortly. It's now time for the second half to begin. And we will have some goaltender changes. For blue, Alexander Fetter is going to be going in. And for orange, Cole Joslin will be returning back. And blue started with the ball this half as orange started off the game with it. After this game, there's just one more remaining. So all the boys are sure to give it all they got out there and display all the talent they've got in these last 25, or if they play in another game, 50-ish minutes. That gets knocked around. Looking for that diag switch as Anchorman is open. Anchorman does receive the ball. Opens up his body. Good move. Plays that back, but that one does go out. Orange quickly takes a throw in, as that was Taylor Erickson. Good moves there. That one gets booted to the other side. Just then laid off. Good movement in the midfield. Laid off by Magnus Cullen. And that now was turned over to blue, but back to orange. And we now see Kaysen Lewis on again, who has the goal for this blue squad. Orange looks to move it around. They do. Find the striker's feet. Looks to get it back again. Miscommunication error there. Switches out the other way. Good switch by Marina. Marina plays it back. It's hit into the middle. Lewis plays it to Marina. Marina to take the throw in. Nice long throw and taken. Find his intended target. That's switched around, but that will be interrupted. But blue will retain the ball back. That's just hit around the back. Connor Marriott hustles to get that one. Switched out to this right side, but that one has too much on it and will just go out of play. And now taking the throw in is Edward Anchorman. Anchorman looks for an option. Doesn't quite find one as blue gets the first touch. Great skill shown from Adam Caber from Southwest United. And that one's picked up in the mid. It's going to be knocked around. Hit through the midfield. And that one's kicked up by Orange defenseman. Looking for some numbers to get around the ball. Trying to overload this right side here. But that one just gets headed up, and that will be covered up by Cole Joslin. Quickly gets played out. Switches the play over to Anchorman. Anchorman will play it right back to Joslin. Joslin hits it out the other side. Back to Anchorman. Anchorman hits it to his teammate Erickson. Erickson hits a diag into the middle, but that one will be picked up by Feder. Feder, being composed, is looking to go up and in, and does. Looking for an option up top, but no one can quite get there. That one gets switched around. Good movement. Picked up by blue again. Just going to do a full reset. Now Feder on the ball. Switches it out. Looks for some movement for an option to play it. Doesn't have too much, so he's going to take it back. Does find a midfielder, but that gets intercepted. Good one-touch play out to the wide channel. Wide right. But that gets stopped but it still will be an orange throw-in. That one's thrown in. It's going to be crossed in. And what an unbelievable save. That one was on the goal line, but Alexander Feder wasn't letting that one past him. But great chance there by Adam Kaber, who just about buried that one. Will now be a blue kick. Outside Parker Klein, who's been a standout in this competition. Look to switch it out, but Orange does a good press that results in a foul, so it will be a blue free kick in Orange territory. Just observing his options, where to play it in. Aims for the back post, but that one will just be headed out. Great high press by Orange there as they want to get on this score sheet. Good hustle and great recovery there by Daniel Atwabe. Will be Orange corners. It looks like they're trying to do a short option if Blue doesn't pick up on it, but they did, so they will go long. Looking for... You have a right outswinger coming in. And no one can quite get onto that one, but Feder calls that one his and is composed on the ball, just waiting for an option. Just lays that one off. Risky play there as Orange team regains possession in their box. That's now set back. And great shot there from Magnus Cullen. But once again, Feder doesn't let anything by him. Feder looking up and in. Hits a beautiful boot. That one's headed up. Good touch there by Marriott, but that one goes out. It will be an Orange throw-in now. Looks like to throw this one is Taylor Erickson. Very long throw, trying to get to his teammate Gregory Tetcher. Tetcher still pressing away, working hard. But a middle option was found for Blue to get out. Great connection there from Feder to Daniel Atwabe. And Blue's trying to get it up top, but they're stuck in the midfield channel. Now it's Orange possession. Orange is trying to escape out. As now that's Secreto on the ball, and he's not afraid to take his space. Plays a beautiful ball out wide to his winger, Edward Ankerman. Ankerman makes one move, crosses that back, but that gets booted out by a Blue defender. Muhammad Ali quickly to jump on and get the ball back to their team. And that was Kane Smith who got fouled there, but good for him to hustle and make that play happen. Looks like Feder wants a three-man wall in front of him as he's directing them where to stand to block any shot from going near the front post. And that one is blocked. Great chance, though, by Jacob Hindmarsh, but just couldn't get that one off the ground. That one's chipped up and over. But referee says no, and that will be an orange free kick. Maybe Hindmarsh will get a second opportunity, but it looks like someone else might step up and take it this time. Orange takes free kick, lobs that one in, and Federer comes out, and that one just goes wide. But it did get deflected, so it will be an orange corner kick. Secreto hitting it in. Powerful in swing that goes a little too deep to the back post. And that one slid out by a blue defender. It will be an orange throw-in on the far right side. Nice throw in there. Finds a teammate. That one's knocked out towards Anchorman. But great hustle by Marriott there to win that ball. He's looking for an option. But that one just goes straight to Jocelyn. Anchorman hits a beautiful ball over the top, but just a little too much on that one. Federer just plays that one to his center back and gets it right back. Switches it the other way around. Good show, but good press. Great skill, but ref says play on advantage. Lots of clutter on the top of the D there, right in front of the goalkeeper's crease. Erickson switches that. Looks like both teams are looking to make a handful of substitutions, as that will likely be the last round of subs for this game. But be sure to tune in for our final game right after this. That one gets tossed around and carried through the midfield. Good orange press. Continue to go down the right side. But that one is intercepted by blue, but then they kick it out, so we have an orange throw-in on the far side. Now all those substitutions are looking to come in. As mentioned, lots more substitutions in these senior group teams opposed to the junior group teams in the morning. So there'll be more time for rest. So when players do come on, they'll be sure to have their peak performances out there. And this will just be an orange throw-in. That's thrown in. And put back into the midfield mixture. Head out to the right side. Interrupted again by an orange individual. They're calling for handball, but ref says no. Still looking to go forward. Hits Kane Smith here on the left side. Kane makes one move, makes another, hits it across the byline, but that's blocked at the front post. Good hustle there by Colabella to get to that. And it will be an orange throw-in. Smith to take the throw-in. Smith, long throw. Hits it to his teammate, but he gets taken down. And that was Gregory Tetcher who got taken down. And now Orange will have a dangerous free kick in front of Blue's box. Once again, we'll probably see that 3 or 4 man wall. And it looks like Kane Smith will be the one to take this one. See what Smith does here. Winds up. curls that one in. Had so much power, but that one just sails over to the bar. Great opportunity there. Our score still remains 1-1. There have been no goals scored in the second half. That one's booted up and in. One's just played backwards. Played around the back. Secreto on the ball. Secreto looking for an option. Looks into the midfield. Plays it around. Gruel on the ball. Gruel plays a ball over the top. But that will go straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Blue tries to get out. Do look the other way, but great pressure here put by Orange. Smith on the ball, but that's defended very well. Smith still battling to get it back. Great pressure by Smith. And that one's then given away. And Gruel will just pass that back to his goalkeeper, which will then get switched out to Eriksson. Eriksson takes his touch forward. Doesn't like what he sees. Will just reset back to Secreto. Secreto hits it inside. That one looked very painful, and the ref is sure to call that as we'll have an Orange free kick. Looks like Gregory Tetcher will take a substitution as that looks like a very painful tackle. Secreto to take the kick. Just plays it over to his teammate Eriksson. Eriksson switches it back to Gruel. Gruel plays it back to Secreto. Secreto opens his body. But that one gets intercepted. Good battle by Eriksson. Nice physicality there. The ref's still letting it play on. Now Blue finds an outlet. Looks through the middle. Nice turn. Nice 1-2. But Gruel steps on that one. Smith trying to get involved. Now that will be an Orange throw-in. Eriksson throwing it in, looking for an option. Good throw there. Looking for his intended target, Noah Terry, who's been very good. Terry wins that one back. Switch it all the way to the other side there. Terry's making a run into the box to hopefully receive the ball. Ball gets played in. Back post, but no one was there. If Smith was 2 steps closer, may have gotten a shot, but Smith's on the ball now. And that one just goes wide right. We'll have a few more substitutions for both squads. Or pardon me, just for Blue. Looks like Klein will be coming off. He's had a very good performance today. And that one gets played out the back. Bobbling ball, but great pressure there. As that one was pressured by Terry once again, as he's a boy that's full of tremendous skill and speed. And Eriksson's touch will just go out, so it will be a Blue throw-in. It's thrown in. Smith plays it around. Plays it back. Looks towards the left side of the pitch. Doesn't like what he sees. Gonna do a full switch. No reason to force. And that one will go out. Blues trying to make an attack here before this game ends. But referee calls that one as Orange got fouled near their goal line. Nice kick there. No one to pounce on the rebound, though. And that one's taken with a burst of speed down the left lane. But that one's seen out. Gruel on the ball now. But Gruel just knocks that one out for safe measures as he was being pressured by an Orange body. Or pardon me, by a Blue body. Gruel hits that one out. Headed up. And that one's just knocked out. Blue throwing on the far side now. One's knocked around. Great play there, but that does get disrupted. Great press there. But once again, lots of jersey pulling that the ref is allowing. And they try to make a turn, get out of that situation. And it will now be a Blue throw-in down in the far end. Looks like a referee's taking a look at his watch, as there's probably not many minutes remaining in this second half. Game still remains tied. That's set back and out for another throw-in. That one's played in. Looking for a back post run, but that just goes right behind the net. It will be an Orange goal kick. So they look to progress forward quickly. Looking over the top for Smith. Good for Smith to bring that down, but Blue gains possession. Secreto plays that one up. Smith being very active on the wing there. Looking for that diag. Stead hits his midfielder. Midfielder looks for the ball in behind. Looking for Terry. And that one's just knocked out to the right. That one's knocked out once again. Good one-touch play, but that one will be covered up. If anyone's to score any goals, now's the time, as we're in the dying moments of this 50-minute game. They just look to play it around the back. Nice movement. Good touch there. And that one, who's still going, is Daniel Tishwaka, plays that one in. And that will be the end of Game 3, as we have a tie game of 1-1. And stay tuned, as our fourth and final game is right around the corner. See you guys soon. Welcome back, everyone, for our fourth and final game of this boys senior group FTF Canada Calgary Series Combine. In this game, we have Team 7 being blue versus Team 6 being orange. And your starting goaltenders for blue is Luka Dolinsky, and for orange is Logan Nickel. Right away, we see some physicality, and Orange Squad will have a dangerous free kick right outside Blue's box. And it looks like Docho is taken down in that scenario. Question is, who's going to take this free kick, as a few of them are around it. I'm sure many of them want to take it, but it does look like Docho will be the one to. This one goes in. That would definitely be a fast start to this game. But he has a 4-man wall to get over. And that one hits the wall. And that one's cleared out to a blue right winger. Great speed, but he is tackled, but referee doesn't call anything on that one. And that one will be out for a blue throw. Throw and taken. Good footwork by an orange player to get around there. Just trying to hit it out down the line. Able to knock it around. Play it back to the goalkeeper. Nickel. Nickel hits it to his center back, which hits it over top, but that one will just be out of play. That throw-in will be taken quickly by Sebastian Pignatal. Good hustle by Docho there. More skill work, but that one is just knocked out. Now, blue throw-in. Finds a midfielder, makes space for himself, decides to just play that one back. Nice high pressure from orange there. So this one's passed around the back of the blue line. And that's Dominic who passes that one around. That one's intercepted. Looking for the weak side run. But that one is cleaned up by blue. Now regained by orange. Blue now gets it. Looking for a run as we have a foot race down this left side. But that just gets played back to Nickel. Teammates are saying to just keep it, which totally agree. And that one's intercepted. As Torres and Rhoda are trying to generate something down that channel. And good to keep that one in. And that was leaving Lincoln Amaneska alone, but the goalkeeper, Nickel, grabs that one. Now playing that up the field towards Casper La Rochelle. Still on the ball there. Transferring through the midfield. It's now Van Galen. Said his name lots. Van Galen again. Looks for that switch. Sees it. Doesn't quite make it there. But great chance. And that will now be a blue throw-in on this left side here. That throw-in will be taken by Dominic. Van Galen looks for some midfielders. Lovely switch by Jonah. That gets intercepted. Now Orange has possession, going up the left side of the pitch. As Torres is involved there, but ends up being blue ball in the end. Teammates are saying, you have time. Heard that a lot today, as many think that they don't have time and have to showcase right away, but honestly, waiting for the right moments will be way more special. And that one gets played over the top. And great hustle there by Noah Spada to clear that one. This one's going to be kicked in there. Nice lobbed ball. Goes over the top and volleyed out. But Docho lays that one back for Van Galen. Van Galen turns out to hit it over the top. Succeeds. Now, two blue bodies around the ball. What are they going to do with it? Hits it in the middle. One touch. Gets blocked. Now we'll go down the right side. As Orange has to find a way to get out of that tight corner. And they surely do. They find their center back through midfielder. Sets it back. And sets it again. Good movement. Finds the winger. Van Galen makes a very strong tackle there on Docho. Now Torres makes his way up the field, looking for that back post run. And that one is headed in by Ronnie Gibson, who plays for Forge FC. But good for him to follow up on that rebound and make this a 1-0 game. It's a quick start from this Orange team. Blue resets and plays it back. Playing it around the back. Looks like Orange is making a substitution. May have been an injury, perhaps. Docho's also on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. He's grabbing his Achilles, but seems to be all right for the moment. That one's played around the back. That one's hit over the top. Looking for an option. Finds one in the midfield. Opens up his body. Looks weak side. Finds the weak side run. Great cross in. But that one is kept out. Van Galen opens up. Receives it again. Looks forward. That gets hit out wide towards Lincoln Amestica. Now on the ball is Glickman, who has a goal in the previous match. Van Galen. Van Galen isn't afraid to give it a go from distance, but that one just goes over the bar. One thing I love about these FTF events is it's about taking risks and having fun out there and just displaying your talent. And for some boys, that's a lot of pressure, but for others, playing soccer is just so fun. It comes natural to them. So you can see the enjoyment out on the field just about in every boy's eyes. That one's now shifted over to the left side. That's Torres. Hits it over to Docho. Docho trying to do something down this right side. Makes a step over. Makes 1-2 moves. Very creative. Is he going to get around? He doesn't. That will result in a goal kick. And taking this goal kick is Luka Dolinsky. That one gets played back. Good press. And that one looked painful as it went directly to the ankle. Is going to make sure he's okay. That is Amestica on the ground. But he's definitely making sure he's okay. That tackle was made by Sebastian Pignatal. Hopefully he'll be all right. We'll just give him a moment. If you are just tuning in, it is a 1-0 game. Orange is in the lead with the lone goal scorer being Ronnie Gibson, who's a striker for this Orange squad. We're still just making sure that Amestica is going to be okay, as a kick to the ankle is always one of the most painful ones. But I wish him the best recovery if he is going through an injury. Looks like Blues gonna make a handful of changes. We're still just waiting and being respectful to make sure we're okay to proceed, as every player means a lot to this event. And every player's here for a reason, because there's such talented footballers. And he does get up. Everyone gives him a round of applause, and I truly do wish him the best recovery and hoping it's not anything serious. That one gets switched around. Blues just playing it back and not forcing anything. As they look to transition down that right side with plenty of speed. But that one gets knocked out. Gets hit back in again, but is cleared. And great opportunity there by Ryan Wiedlich, who takes a shot from distance and tries to test the keeper. That one's played over the top. Docho holds it up, is looking for support. Finds some support down the wing towards Pignatal. Pignatal plays it back to Docho. Docho opens his body up, doesn't like what he sees, but that one goes out for an Orange throw-in. Now Orange's turn to make a few substitutions, as this will likely be the final round before the first half concludes. Pig Nadal to take the throw in. Pig Nadal gets the ball back, finds an option in the middle, but that one just goes under his foot. Look to transition out the right side. Attacking up this left side here. Braden planned in, tried to hit that one over, but Orange do retrieve the ball back. Her looking down the line. And that one was Mullins trying to find an option out wide. And that one gets knocked over to the right side. Nice long switch for this blue squad. So that one gets moved through the middle. And good physicality there to prevent anything from happening there. Pig Nadal makes his way up the line. Plays towards his teammate in the middle. Blue retains possession. Takes space down the right-hand side. And that one will just go out for a deep Orange throw-in. Orange will make a substitution. Looks like Pig Nadal will come off. And coming on is Joe Reed. They're trying to get up the line there, but that pass was forced. Just resetting it back. Blue looking to switch it out. Good composure. Not looking to force anything. That one goes into the midfield. Gets pressured quickly by Mullins. Switches out the other side. Hits it over to Van Weeren. Van Weeren plays it down the right side to his teammate. Makes one move, but that results in a turnover. Now Orange is trying to get over end. Involves their goalkeeper, who looks to play direct. But Blue intercepts that one. Looks for his teammate up top. Plays a pass over the top. But that one is picked up by Logan Nickel. Nickel finds his teammate in the middle. As Reed wanted to go forward, but wasn't the option in the end. A nice switch is made, though, to the left-hand side. They look to go forward. Wasn't the right option, so went back. Good set. Just needing some options as he's being double-teamed. And on the ball now is Nicholas Torres. He has some fancy feet out there. And that one's regained by Orange. Torres on the ball. Torres plays a through ball, but that one's intercepted. Van Weeren plays a ball over the top, but that one's picked up. Mullins puts some pressure on that. Orange has bodies all over the ball as they don't want Blue to escape their midfield. They go down the right side. Still penetrated down that side. Looking for an option at the top of the box. But that one is ringed off the back post and somehow stays out. Reed looking for an option. Finds one. Finds his teammate, Daniel Oni. Oni tries a tricky move, but that one gets stopped. They look to turn. Now, Blue transitioning forward. And great slide tackle there by Matthew Algray there. If it wasn't for him making a slide tackle, they would have been clear on goal and would have been left in the goalie's hands, whether that's a save or a goal. We'll now have a Blue corner. That one's just played short. Van Weeren on the ball. Van Weeren hits it in, but just not enough on it. Good pressure by this Orange team to regain the ball. Reed going down the right-hand side. Finds his teammate. Still trying to get it down there. Reed was expecting it, but that one goes out. It'll be a Blue throw-in. That one's thrown in, finds a target, gets played to Marco Sanchez. Sanchez looking for the ball back down the line, but he unfortunately doesn't quite keep it in. Looks like a substitution is going to be made for Orange. We're going to have an Orange throw-in deep in their end. That's Reed to take it. Reed throws it in. Finds Van Weeren. Good press there. As he looks out the other side. Van Weeren recovers well on that one and hits it back to his goalkeeper, Luka Dolinsky. Van Weeren looking for an option, plays it around the back. Plays it back to Dolinsky, who gives it to his left center back, who has his head up and is taking his time and space, but ends up finding his teammate on the side there, which is Dominik Yahulnitsky. And that switches to the right side. Van Weeren on it now. Trying to play a clever ball. Does. And Van Weeren tries to get that one back, but a touch is made behind him and Orange gets past. Is this Orange's chance? That one gets blocked. Reed's calling for it. Reed gets the ball on the right-hand side here. Looks like he's looking at the back post. And that one's just another head injury that we have to be aware of, as there's been a few of those today. As mentioned, if anyone gets hit in the head, that's immediate stop and play, as heads are nothing to joke with, as it's crucial, especially in the game of soccer. Gets played out to Van Weeren. Van Weeren plays it back. Nice midfield movement, but that will just go out. Trying to get out of the midfield there. Good burst of speed to play that ball forward. But Blue will play that one to a teammate and do stumble, so that one results in a turnover. Now goes to the far left side. Comes back around. Now on the ball. was Kyron. And good press. And that will be your halftime as Orange leads of a score of 1-0, and we'll see you in a few moments to resume the second half. And we are back for our final half of this combine. And we'll have some Goalkeeper changes for Blue. Parker Fairman will be returning in net. And for Orange, Ty Bryant will be back in net. And Orange will start with the ball this half. If you missed it, the score is 1-0 with our lone goal scorer, Ronnie Gibson, who plays on Forge FC. Orange looks to play that around. Docho plays it back to Pignatal. Pignatal to Docho. Docho will just reset it back to Bryant. Bryant being composed. Looking back to Docho. Pignatal looking down the line. But Docho just wants to go right back. Bryant gets his head up. Great distribution, but stumbles on that play. Van Weeren now on the ball. He's been a standout for this blue team. And that one is recovered by Daniel Kozik. Now heading out the other side is Reed. Reed hits it into the midfield for K. Wren. Wren hits it all the way over to the left side to Sebastian Pignatal. Back to Docho. Docho hits it to Wren. Wren, that one gives away. Now Blues turn with possession as it moves for the center of the field. On the ball was Noah Glickman. And Blue keeps that in on the far side. Good 1-2. Gets out of there. Still's trying to go forward. Gets it. Looking for the weak side. Van Galen is trying to get down there, but takes an awkward touch. Still gets around. Plays it to his teammate who crosses it in. And that one is just skied over the net. He definitely wishes he could have that one back. Now it will be a goal kick for Ty Bryant. Back to Bryant. Bryant looks to Pignatal. Great first touch. Opens his body. Sets back to Docho. Docho plays it around the back. Back to Docho. Docho plays it into the midfield. Good composure here by Orange, as they are up by a goal, but certainly want to put more on the score sheet. And that one is held up by Somerville, who's our lone goal scorer, which is then on to Pignatal, and that one will go out for a throw-in for Orange deep in Blue's end. This is the territory this Orange squad wants to be in, as now Pignatal opens his body, just plays it back to Noah Spada. Spada plays it into the midfield. Great turn there. And that turn was made by Daniel Kozik, still on the ball. Gives it off to Reed on the right-hand side. Reed still on it. Good read by Kai Wren to come towards that ball, or it would have been a giveaway. Reed. Reed looking for an option. Decides to just play it back. Good 1-2. Now Mullins. Mullins gives it over to Spada. And Pignatal's turn. But ref says no, play on. And great shot there by Olin Mullins, but that one gets blocked. Docho loses that one on that play. Great burst of speed to get out of that situation. But that one is well defended by Noah Spada. Now Docho up the right-hand side. That one gets slid. Van Weeren plays that one back. Good half turn. Pressure coming on his back. And Somerville now gets a second opportunity. but he's not able to capitalize on that one. Blue tries to advance up the field. Good first touch. Finds his left winger, who looks to cut it. And great stop there by Bryant, as if he didn't jump there, that would have went top bins. But there we have it, and we have a Blue corner kick. We'll have a corner kick in the far corner. In swinger. Great distribution, but that's headed out. Mullins battling to get it out of there. Mullins looking for support. Finds some underneath, but he's getting pressured. Great half turn there. Just plays it right back. Looks to open up, but that's intercepted by some Blue bodies. Good footwork there. As Sanchez tries to make some magic. Then Van Galen still trying to get up the wing. Good interception there. Some nice physical play, and referee's okay with it. And that one will go out for a Blue throw-in. Trying to switch the play over here. Good interception by Somerville, who looks to switch it, and it'll now be a foot race as Van Galen plays that one back safely. Switches it to his left center back, who hits the fullback. Great touch inside there. He's taking his space, but that one will just be grabbed up by Ty Bryant. Bryant plays it over to Spada. Spada looks for his winger. Nice footwork. And his winger in this case was Daniel Oni. It will now be an orange throw-in. And that is for Sebastian Pignadel. Pignadel looking for an option. Finds a midfield. And that one will go out for another orange throw, as he found Kyran. Just looking for some midfielder front rotation to give him an option. And he's double teamed, so Blue retains possession. But Mullins isn't giving up. He falls there. Looking for that pass in behind. But good read by Reed there. Docho tries to go out the right-hand side. He's all over the place in this game. Trying to do a switch. That goes to Mullins. Mullins lays it back. Now Docho. Docho looking for a teammate. Looking for a foul, but referee says no. Blue gets out the left-hand side as they're counter-attacking down that end. But great recovery by Reed there, but that will be a foul on the play. Blue will now have a free kick a little ways away from orange goaltender Ty Bryant. He is still setting up a wall, though. And that one is scooped up by Bryant. Bryant just boots that one up quickly to find Docho. Great touch by Docho there. But that one's intercepted. And referee says resume, as both players ended up going down in that situation. Good movement there by Gomez. Or my bad, Sanchez. And that one's just going to be reset to Parker Fairman, which gets him involved in this half. Score still remains of a score of 1-0 for this orange team. Mullins plays it into the middle, but that one's cleared. He gets pushed on that one, but referee didn't see it. Docho hits it forward looking for Somerville, who just about got a second goal in this competition, but he's still the lone goal scorer in this match. That one's hit in by Reed. Beautiful finish. What a great ball from Reed there. And that one, I believe, just trying to see the number here as he's far away from my vision. And that one was scored by Daniel Kozik, who plays on Calgary Villains. So Kozik and Gibson are your goal scorers. And that makes this game 2-0. Docho plays it over to the right-hand side. Looking for an overlapping run, but he's just going to reset. Plays it to the midfield. Resets once again. Just being patient here, as they do have a lead of 2-0. But with only about 12 to 10 minutes remaining, if they want to put another one in the back of the net, now is the time. Great switch by Reed there. Good touch by Pignadel. Pignadel takes it on himself. Hits it to his striker. Gets a shot off, but the keeper's able to grab that one. Blues trying to tack up the field. That's Van Galen. But that's intercepted by Mullins. Mullins hits it to the right side of the field to Docho. Docho makes an effort to get there. Hits that one in. But that's taken up by a blue defender. That one's hit in. Tries a bicycle, but misses that one. Van Galen just shielding that one out and gets knocked down and will get a free kick deep in their zone. Now a handful of changes are going to be made. Just 1 for orange and 4 for this blue side. Only about 12-ish minutes remaining in this match as we are halfway through. That one goes all the way back. Just swung around the back line. Good half turn. Well, that one's battled, but still blue gets out of that one. Still great effort going down that left side. He's going to look for a cutback. And there we have it. We'll have another penalty shot. Saw 1 to 2 this morning, and this is the first one I believe I've seen in this senior group. And that one is saved by Ty Bryant. Will now be a blue corner kick. A right in swinger. Hits that one. Dribbles through but doesn't quite make it. Orange is trying to counter. But Van Galen hits a shot just over the bar. Now be a goal kick for Ty Bryant. Looks to receive it again and open up his body. And he does, and is looking for that other channel. Instead, hits it to Mullins in the middle, who makes a great turn. But that one's intercepted. Blue now counters. Hits it to the right side. Does one move, two, hits that one in, but that's just booted out by Orange defender. Good back press. Mullins on the ball. Mullins sets it back to Pignadel. Switch it around the back. So that's put to Spada. Spada hits a lovely ball into the middle, which is headed up to his teammate, Haruna Ibrahim. And that's reset, but doesn't stop Orange from pressing. Finds an open midfielder, Henrik Maurer. That was great vision to find that right diagonal ball, but Pignadel caught onto that one. Docho's open on the weak side. Referee doesn't call that one. Blues now countering down the left side. Looks to make a few moves. And takes a go on that one. But unfortunately, that one just went wide of the net. And that shot was taken by Jonah. Now Bryant with the ball in his box, as Orange has made a few substitutions. Bryant plays it to Spada. Spada takes his space. Looks for some movement. Lovely switch over to the right side. Good 1-2. Spada still being involved in the play. Nice weak side run. Coming over here as Torres is open, but no one sees him. And that one's intercepted. Now Nicholas Torres was just on the ball, receives it again. Back to his teammate Mortensen. Mortensen tries to make something happen. Plays it back to his holding mid, who switches it over to the right back. Receives it again. Takes a shot from distance. And that was Ibrahim, as that one just went over the bar. Blues quickly to play out, as they are down 2 goals. And will need some fairly soon to tie this one up, as there isn't much time remaining in this match. Look to transfer it over to the other side. Nice long ball. But that one just goes out, as there's a little too much on that one. A nice throw in. Just going to switch it around, as Orange isn't in too much of a rush, as they do have a lead here. Good vision by Bryant to try to find Torres. Mortensen plays it back to Spada. Spada plays it into the midfield. Now Torres. Torres with some tricky moves. Still with the ball. Very clever moves. Tries to switch it. Does. just set back. Will now be switched to the right side. That one's put down the right channel, but intercepted by a blue jersey. As they're going to try to go forward. This is Blue's chance. And they do. And what a great finish there by... That one was by Nathan Trake Carton. That now makes the score 2-1, which makes this a very interesting game in the dying moments of this fourth and final match in the Combine. Orange will pass it back from half. Play it over to the right side. Lay it back. Gets Bryant involved. Bryant looks to play simple to his center back, which in this case was Kyran. Mortensen trying to get after it, but Van Galen gets out of that situation. Van Galen gets tossed up looking for a foul, but referee disagrees. Good footwork by Mortensen to get around the defender, and that will be an orange throw-in deep in Blue's end. Throwing this one in is Torres. Torres to Mortensen. Mortensen loses that one. It will now be a throw-in for the Blue side. Van Galen will throw this one in, which is then gained by Orange, but lost again, and Blue regains possession. Try to transfer down the left side, and that one stopped. And that will go in for a deep throw in for Orange in their own end. Blues are looking to make a few changes. These will certainly be the final changes in this Combine. Before this match ends, I just wanted to thank everyone for listening to me for these past 2 days. I assume you've heard my voice a lot, but I just want to thank you for giving me this opportunity and time to share my love of soccer. But it was definitely enjoyable to watch all these boys play and showcase their talent. And that one will go in for a throw-in down in the right corner. Tries to get around one defender, but gets bodied off the ball. And referee will call that one as that one, in his eyes, looked worse than the previous tackle. Quickly transition down the left side, looking for that big switch. That one doesn't quite make it there as he gets triple teamed, but somehow still gets out of it. Plays it over. And that one gets blocked. That one was a great block by Torres there. And Mortensen tries to get by, but great slide tackle there by Antonio Sueva. And that one just gets put into the hands of Bryant. And there you have it. The blue team will take this game 2-1, but it was definitely a game full of action and many chances. I just want to say thank you for everyone again for listening to me over these past couple days, and it was a pleasure to do play-by-play announcing. And I'm Grace Moore, and I was happy to be with you guys, and thanks again for the opportunity. Have a great day.